Hey guys, it's me, Mother Guy. I'm doing my first proper video. This breakdown, I'll be explaining my personal beliefs on why Mother 3 will never release to the Western region. I know what you're thinking. Ugly fat hog who has no idea what you're talking about every month and has made a video about why Mother 3 will never release in the Western region. The thing is, everyone really can't read the messages on the wall. I haven't watched enough Monkey Nest or that other guy who has a Starman profile picture to know if they or anyone else used my logic before. I think why ultimately Mother 3 will never be released is because the first two Mother games were a commercial failure. Especially in America, the puzzle pieces aligned perfectly. Mother 1 was never released by Shigesato Itoi. I have no clue if Hulkin, or as some people call it, HL Laboratories, I'm terrible at pronouncing words because I'm reading off of the script, or Ape was even invented in 1989. Mother 2 or Earthbound was a commercial failure because they used Garbage Pail Kids humor for this game stinks tab. Oh boy, next time I think solely Japanese devs should do the American dialogue, art, and music, since I don't think I've ever heard a game sell as horribly as Earthbound in a very long time. There's no way Shigesato Itoi would let people at Nintendo of America mess with his creation. He learned from his past mistakes. I also know why they didn't make official play models for Mother 3. There's two reasons. Number one, Nintendo just didn't have the time to reach out to, wasn't his name Masao Tottori? Correct me if I'm wrong. The sculptor of the clay figures. Number two, the same reason why the game didn't get localized. The first game was trash. Before I jump into the super whooper turbo falls on the most minuscule details about Mother 3, we first have to hit a rewind back to 1998. The world was so different. Gas wasn't $65.97. Kids weren't coming home to an iPad in front of their face after school, nor Lunchly or Prime was made by then. The main event of 1998 wasn't that one bad Scooby-Doo movie coming out, or Google finally getting invented, or the Titanic winning like a million awards. It was E3. The time Mother 3 was announced for the Nintendo 64 was the time things went a little south. Now, it wasn't Boney looking like he was on dope that made the franchise hit a 45-degree angle. It was the hardware they were using. At the time, Mother 3 was so big to the point where it was the most largest game on the Nintendo 64 ever. Now the problem is Unity 6 was not made by then, and they used fluff and BS to code their games. They pulled a silksong and said they were going to release it around on 1999 or 2000 or whatever year they were going to do it. I have no idea. I think it was 2000 or something. But they ended up pulling a Sonic Extreme, if you even know what happened to that game, and canceled it at the last second. I knew Shigesato Itoi raised his devs to be impatient. Now, the real problem isn't when God will condemn Reggie for his sins and make him forcefully release Mother 3. It's what the man himself said. Shigesato Itoi said to go to the fan translation instead of asking Nintendo. That sentence alone is a massive red flag that Mother 3 will never release to the West. And, when we talk about the thing, fans are asking, when will Mother 3 come out? It's been 18 dang years. Well, why don't we tell you about our new product that came out? It's called the Nintendo U. It's a 2TB, 78 gigabytes of RAM, a built-in camera, voice chat, a virtual reality headset with tight waistbands and protective stabilizer anklets, a gun that you can use to play games with, a steering wheel that is comfortable and prevents carpal tunnel syndrome, an OLED backlight with high resolution 12K graphic processor that can withstand 8,479 pixels per frame, and one dock it can withstand 92,621 pixels per frame. Exclusive labo set that was tightly interwoven with premium sterile silk and smelted with magma and titanium from the volcanoes of Fiji. A dock made out of processed sand from the times of Samaria and Kush. Exclusive game that comes with the Nintendo U. The console can shapeshift into a bike with a bell. The wheels are made out of delicate wheels never touched by man. A light, comfortable joypad that has two joysticks for people who like to play with their joysticks higher or lower. A explode function that sets the engine on fire when the bike is active. To do this, you need Nintendo Cloud and a Nintendo Premium subscription. Real estate that can send over help when you crash your bike. And last but not least, amiibo that come for $110 per figure. And note that you need to buy some amiibos to progress through certain games and access certain abilities. The Nintendo U costs $2,599.99. Also, please buy our Joy-Con extensions that do nothing. They're $1,500 each. I just want to play Mother 3! Well, you can if you buy the Super Nintendo U that has 58 HD display, all-day battery life, the octa-core processor. Just let me play Mother 3. Well, I'm sorry, maybe if you buy Super Nintendo U Hyper Upgraded, will cheer you up. It's only $51,782.22. Just go. Fine, I will if you buy our Nintendo. The new Nintendo wouldn't work. Now, back on topic. The reason Mother 2 and 1 was a failure is due to the way Nintendo marketed the Mother series. And RPGs were not the most popular genre of game at the time. Now, another reason why Mother was a so-called bad game at the time is because Mother 3 was based off of a pre-existing book that definitely was more mature than the other regular beaten baddies and poppin' PSI Mother. Now, the real big question is, why did Shiga Satoru Toei decline Nintendo of America to make a translation of Mother 3? Yes, it should have been obvious. Just like how Team Cherry lied to you when they said they didn't know where Quero went, Shiga Satoru and Itoi in fact declined Nintendo. Why though? Doesn't he want people in the West to experience the joy themselves? Wrong. Shiga Satoru Toei wanted Mother 3 to be the last and best installment of the Mother series, and he feared if people at Nintendo of America messed with it, his series would go to the pits and marketing-wise. Wild theory, I know. It may not be the truth, but I think Itoi learned from his mistakes, like I said earlier. So, the big question stands, why will it never release? Because Shiga Satoru Toei either didn't want it to be localized and possibly ruined, and Nintendo said to themselves, hey, no more work for us. So that's the question answered. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, it would be appreciated if you liked or subscribed. By the end of 2026, I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers, and when I do, I'm going to do the audacious launch. Yes, I will drill in front of the camera playing Mother 3 music. Anyway, shout out to ninten'nfreinds. Hopefully I'm one of those friends of his, and timefisherra. They're one of my biggest supporters. And shout out to Nintendo, Hulkin, and Shiga Satoru Toei. And wait. I'm forgetting a certain prime ape too. Even though ape turned into creatures, or I think it did at least. For making my obsession of a kid made of PSI. And I'm sorry if I sound rude at any points. I didn't try to intentionally be uncourteous or rude. I'm sorry if I offended you or anyone else. And also, everything I said was a theory. If you don't like it, give me a comment about what you think was wrong. Anyway, thank you for watching.